Hey guys, I'm Dan and welcome back to the basement Dino Dungeon. Okay, so check this out, guys. Okay, we have a new book of sharks right here, which contains some shark figurines. So I think we will be unboxing and reviewing this. At the same time, I'm gonna show you guys like my collection of the shark figurines, my entire collection. Okay, so this is really exciting. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, so first let's take a look at this box right here. It's basically like a book of sharks, a mini book right here, and it contains 4 figurines. So let's have a look at this. I think firstly, let's take a look at the figures. I think this one is actually a tiger shark. It looks quite nice, I would say. It looks pretty cool. Okay, the other one, I think it looks like a blue shark, but I'm not 100% sure, so I could be wrong, but I guess it is a blue shark. This is 100% a hammerhead shark, and it's quite a nice figure as well. Quite nicely detailed. You can see like patterns on his body and beautifully crafted, I would say. The last one, I think it should be a great white. Quite a nice figure as well. It's small, it's intricate. You can even see like, the mouth is being painted. Of course, it's kind of like sloppy right here. Okay, next up, let's take a look at this book, The World of Sharks. Let's have a look at this. So, the anatomy of a killing machine. So you can basically find the different parts of a shark, which contains like stomach, gills, spleen, heart, liver, uterus, kidney, dorsal fin, and caudal fin. Okay, so some really interesting facts about the sharks right here. We can slowly take a look at this book over here, okay? But let me just put this aside. We will take a look at our figures, at the same time. We will take a look at the book together, okay? So we'll do it like concurrently. So right here, what do we have? I think we have a zebra shark, which is really beautiful. It has like different stripes. This is known as a sawfish, which is also a kind of shark, okay? This one, it's basically the blue shark. Okay, sorry, I beg your pardon. This is not a blue shark. I think this is a Mako Shark right here. Oh, it is a blue shark. I beg your pardon. I'm getting my facts wrong again. So you can see this one and this is basically like a miniature version. So you can see it has some fins right here. This is actually the dorsal fin. This is the dorsal fin. Okay, the big dorsal fin is actually right here. We have the smaller ones behind, which can be found on this big figure as well as this small figure. Okay, next up. This is not a scallop hammerhead. I mean, this is not a hammerhead. It is a scallop hammerhead shark right here. Okay, so let me take a look at some other facts. Okay, so all in the family, the 7-gill shark. Okay, this is known as a 7-gill shark. We also have a whale shark right here, and this is a Sawshark. So let's take a look at some of our whale shark figures. Let me try to find one of them. Whale shark, where's our whale shark? I think our whale shark is actually in our dolphins collection. So we definitely need to move the whale sharks back into our sharks collection, okay? Sawshark, like what I've told you guys, this is a sawfish. You can also call it a Sawshark. So I think we should have a few more. Let me see whether I'm able to find more Sawshark right now. If not, we can take a look at them later on, which is fine as well, okay? So let me flip over to the next page. So evolution of a shark with the Megalodon as well as the great white. Let me find a Megalodon. So this is basically a Megalodon, which is a prehistoric shark. You see, the name is right here. So it is actually very big, and it existed like 400 million years ago. Yeah, 50 feet long. Okay, so that's a Megalodon. Of course, we also have a great white shark. This is actually one of the great white shark right here. So you can see the size comparison of a great white as compared to a Megalodon. I think it is roughly about 10 times the size. So this is a great white. Okay, let's move on and take a look at the next page. Cow sharks. We don't have a cow shark figure. So cow sharks swam when dinosaurs roamed the earth and have not changed much since the Cretaceous period. We don't have a cow shark, unfortunately, okay? Next up, so these are basically, you know, talking about the appetite of the shark. The whale shark right here. So weird tiger sharks. We do have a tiger shark over here. In fact, we do have quite a number of tiger sharks. They basically have like lots of stripes across the body, so that's one of them. The book also came along with this mini tiger shark figure, which I think looks beautiful as well. Let me see whether I'm able to find other tiger sharks. We should have a few more. Why is it so hard to find them? Okay, right now, okay. So tiger sharks are sometimes called the garbage cans of the sea because they will eat almost anything. Shark stomachs have been found to contain many strange things, including old tires, money, a bottle of wine, and even a chicken coop. So they basically eat everything. Alright, which is kind of incredible. Okay, let's flip to the next page. Have-teethed will travel. The Caribbean reef shark. I don't think we have a Caribbean reef shark. Bull shark is one of the only sharks that can swim in salt water or fresh water. Bull shark. We have a bull shark figure. Let me try to find it. It's not easy to find. I think this is the one. Okay, bull shark. You know, from Safari Ltd. Let's take a look at this. A few species, including the bull shark and the sandbar shark, display territorial behavior. Research shows that gray reef shark rarely leaves its established territory. Gray reef shark. We definitely have one gray reef shark, so let me try to find it. If this is the one, this is a salmon shark, which I don't have much facts about it. So let me try to find a gray reef shark. Hopefully we are able to find it. It should be. Where's a gray reef shark? Is this the one? No, this is the white tip reef shark. This is a nurse shark. Unfortunately, I can't seem to find it. Is this a... No, we don't have a gray reef shark. I don't think so. Yeah. Maybe we do have... we'll come back to that later on, okay? So let's move on. Let's take a look at the next one. Baby sharks are called parps. Okay, so... yep, I know that. Let's take a look at the next page. Let's try to find different shark species. Hammerhead. Of the 9 known species of the hammerhead sharks, 3 are endangered, including the great hammerhead, the largest member of the group, and the scallop hammerhead. So I've actually shown you guys the scallop hammerhead right here. So let's take a look at our remaining hammerhead sharks. So this is a hammerhead shark pup, which is a baby right here. So this is one of them. This figure, we got it quite recently. This could be the great hammerhead. I'm not exactly sure. So this is another one. And here is another baby right here. Let's see whether there are more hammerhead. This is a scallop hammerhead sharks. So you can see we have quite a few hammerhead sharks in our collection. I'm pretty sure there are a few more. Okay, let me try to find. If we come across, it would definitely be cool. We do have the black tip reef shark, but definitely do not have the gray reef shark. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, next page. The great white shark. As far as we know, the great white shark is the largest predatory fish in the world. Okay, we do have many great whites. Here is one of them right here. Great white shark. Let's put this in. Here's another one from Schleich. In fact, we have from Papel, we have 2 exact same figures. This one I think can pass on as a Megalodon, but it can also be caught as a great white. A really beautiful figure. Here's another one which is really awesome. Okay, great white as well. Let's see what else we've got. Any more great whites? Let's try to find. Here is another great white from Schleich. Beautiful figure. And here's another one. This one I have no idea which brand actually produced this, but it's another great white. Here's another one. Great white shark right here. Awesome stuff. Alright, let's move on to the next one. When a great white shark swims near the surface, its dorsal fin is visible above the water. Very cool. Alright, The Mako Shark. These amazing hunters are the fastest known shark species. They are capable of putting up a burst of speed that exceeds 45 miles an hour. That's faster than the top speed of a racing greyhound. We definitely have a Mako Shark, which is like blue in color. I think this is the one, Mako Shark. So yeah, this is a cool fact. I didn't know the Mako Shark is basically like the fastest species of sharks around. So they are often hunted for their meat, fins, and hide, which is like the skin as well. The torpedo shape helps them move swiftly towards the unsuspecting prey. So they basically moves like a torpedo. I mean, the shape is like a torpedo, which is like a missile. Okay, very aerodynamic looking. Mako sharks can grow to over 14 feet long and weigh over 1,000 pounds. So that is a very, very heavy shark right here. This little book actually contains quite a number of very interesting facts. The Hammerhead shark. The Hammerhead sharks are named for their unusual structure. Okay, let me get hold of a Hammerhead shark right here. And which are flattened and laterally extended into a hammerhead shape called a cephalophoid. This is known as a cephalophoid. The great hammerhead can grow to 20 feet long and is the largest of the 9 known species of this shark. So this is the great hammerhead is basically like the largest species of all hammerheads. Their wide set eyes gives them better visual range than most sharks. Okay, very, very cool. Hammerhead sharks often swim in large schools during the day but go solo to hunt at night. Very, very interesting fact right now as well. We'll definitely have a look at this book, maybe once more in another video. So this is the tiger sharks. Okay, right here. This is the tiger shark. Young tiger sharks have black stripes on their gray backs and sides. These stripes fade as the shark matures. They are aggressive hunters and not picky about what they eat. They inhabit warm waters throughout the world. Very, very cool fact. So one tiger shark right here. I think we only have like 2 tiger sharks if I'm not wrong. Tiger sharks have serrated teeth. Yeah, very, very cool. Let's see. Oh, so that's basically like the last page. So I definitely hope there are more shark facts, but this is like a very, very good start. So let's take a look at the other sharks right here. This is the oceanic white tip shark right here. This is a goblin shark, which is like kind of like a rare species of sharks that can only be found like really deep in the ocean waters. And this is a thresher shark. We have a couple of thresher sharks. They basically use their long tail as a weapon. They will whip out the tail to stun its prey before feeding on them. So very, very cool, I would say. And this is our mini Sawshark. Here's we have another hammerhead. This one I'm not exactly sure. It seemed to be a salmon shark because of the spots. So I'm not exactly sure. It could be a salmon shark. Let me know. Yeah, I think if you take a look at the fins, it definitely looks like a salmon shark. So I think we have 2 salmon sharks right now, which is awesome. This one, we have 2 similar figures. And here we have a shark ray. Basking shark, which is a filter feeder. We have a couple of basking sharks. The mouths are usually wide open, so they will take in all the water and filter out all the small food particles. Here's another shark ray right here. Okay. Sawshark. This is the short fin Mako shark right here. Very, very beautiful figure as well. Thresher shark. I've told you guys that we have 2 similar figures. This is one of them. And this is the white tip reef shark. A beautiful figure as well. Bull shark right here, one of the most aggressive shark species out there. This is the Megamouth shark. We have a couple of these figures as well. They are also quite rare figures. I mean, not rare figures, rare sharks that can only be found like in the deep oceans. Hammerhead shark right here. There are 9 different species, so I'm pretty sure It's not a great hammerhead. And this is the nurse shark right here. So many different species. Basking shark, another one of them. Here's another basking shark. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Bonnet head shark right here. Black tip reef shark. This is a lemon shark. This is a zebra shark, if I'm not wrong. Leopard shark. Leopard sharks and zebra sharks are basically the same species. The stripes and spots will change as they grow, which is why they can be known as either a zebra or leopard shark. Frilled shark right here. Sand tiger shark. This is a bamboo shark. It has these structures which looks very similar to the nurse shark. Orbogong. Okay. This two I am not as this is a Orbogong. This one I'm not too sure what this is. It looks like a rat fish to me. Shark ray. This one, no idea as well. As mini great white. So many of these are like mini figures. So I'm just gonna take all the mini great whites and show you guys. This one is quite a beautiful one. I think this takes after the Papo figures. This is probably a great white as well. Okay. This one, it could be a grey reef shark. This two, not exactly very sure as well. This is the hammerhead shark, but you can see it has like black tip. This is the black tip reef shark. Sawshark, mini hammer, white tip, oceanic white tip shark probably. This I think it should be the Mako Shark, the fastest species of sharks around. Hammer, leopard or zebra. This one could be like a bamboo, I think, bamboo shark. Yeah, so this is my collection of sharks right here. I'm very happy with this little book, but unfortunately I feel the book, if it's like more pages, I think it will be better, but still quite a cool one. I'm hoping to get the reptiles one in future, because there's a reptiles one, so hopefully we can get the reptiles version and we can do like a reptiles collection as well. Okay, Pocket Explorer, pretty cool book. I'm planning to get more so that we can have more content to make. Okay, thanks for watching this. I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.